Are you a balding lad? Well, this video we're talking about hair loss industry, or the hair loss industry just hit a major low.
I discovered a brand called Spartan. They had a different way to stop hair loss and grow the hair back without using any drugs such as finasteride and minoxidil.
Big L moment for the hair loss industry, and if you are a balding lad, you need to hear me in this video. Here we go, check this bullshit bro said. Let me show you what we're talking about here, because my initial reaction, I was
This is what you're signing up for when you shave your head. Let me show you something that might surprise you. Check out these two guys. Same age, same starting point of hair loss. One guy just gave up and shaved. The other, he actually looked for a way to reverse it. You see how they look completely different? The guy who shaved looks way older, easily 5 years past his real age, while the guy who didn't is aging like fine wine. The truth is, shaving isn't going to give you a fresh start. Once that hair is gone, getting it back becomes way harder. Most guys don't realize what they're really signing up for when they grab that razor. Looking older than you actually are. Feeling weird around friends who still have full heads of hair. The lasting regret of not trying to save your hair when you could. Last year, I was in the same place as you. Sure, there are options like minoxidil, finasteride, and I discovered a brand called Spartan. They had a different way to stop hair loss and grow the hair back without using any drugs such as finasteride and minoxidil or hair transplant.
Look, we'll dive into it. A lot to unpack here, lads. A lot to unpack here, okay? First of all, credit where credit's due. This is a very well put together VSL, okay, video sales letter, hitting those pain points where you're at probably, where you're like, I'm balding up. Yeah, I don't want to look weird around friends. Like, I don't just want to give up. I don't want to, give up. I don't want, like, whatever it was. Oh God, it's so funny to me now. So for that, it really hits those pain points, and I'm sure this ad will be very effective for this company. Now, they are selling some ridiculous sort of like natural remedy to hair loss, which we all know, whatever side of the fence you're on, okay? Whether you're popping that thin and min on the daily, or whether you're just shaving your head, or whether you're weighing up your options, we all know, or you should at least know, that there are a few proven treatments that will actually have some effect on, let's say, slowing down or halting your male pattern baldness. The whole natural remedy route is it's not a thing, boys, okay? It's not a thing. It's just not gonna give you the cure that you want it to without the side effects, blah, 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 like this advert is gonna try to tell you. But that's not the topic of this video. You have to listen to the guy at the start when he's saying, okay, looking way older, like, look at this guy, he shaved his head and he's bald and he's like, everything's so miserable about his life. And then there's this guy and he chose to like save it and he's living the life of his dreams and all the rest of it, okay? Regardless of your stance on whether you should just accept it or treat it, okay? And when I first saw this advert, I was like, what is this? I hate this. But this is really going to divide an audience here. This is going to divide men, because when I see an advert like this, and this is how I felt about the entire hair loss industry, okay? When I see an ad like that is, again, very effective, kudos, but it is literally like attacking the very normal aging process, something that is to be a man, and it's sort of like, in effect, trying to shame me, I don't like that word, shame, but it's trying to like make me feel bad about like literally just existing and going through the normal process of life, right, in order to sell me a product, right? So it's literally like skewing it's sort of like hijacking my mental process, telling me that something that is very normal about me is wrong. It's playing into those fears in order to sell me this cure that then, if I fall for that, okay, if I believe that and I fall for that, I am literally submitting my own confidence, self-esteem, belief in myself, belief in my own resourcefulness. I'm literally surrendering all of that to this product, this company, and I felt like that about the whole hair loss industry, okay? And this is what I mean. This is where this is going to divide an audience, because there will be people that will watch that advert or watch similar adverts. You know, they all do the same thing, except this one particularly well. But they all do, like, this one's got no shame about it whatsoever, right? Which is funny, but I'm in that mental space now where I can see the funny side, right? I can see the media literacy is there, so that I can see like what they're really doing, okay? But many won't. Many who are in that fear-based mindset when they're balding will see that and be like, oh yeah, like, wait, I actually legit like need this product. I need this company to help me out here with this. And they will fall for it, essentially, right? And they'll surrender their own like power over to this company, over to these products that they then become reliant on in order to sort of feel good and push that pain away. And that's the bit that I hate. Okay, that is the bit that I hate. And that's the bit, though, that reassures me, because, like I said, this will divide an audience, and there'll be guys like me with a similar mindset to myself that will see that, and they will think, you know what? They'll give it the finger, and they'll be like, I don't need that, bro. You know, they're like, I know that I'm not just this like scared man that's going to go through life like almost like begging these companies to like save them from their worst fears, because they know deep down somewhere, they actually know that they can handle it. It's totally normal. It's not going to stop them doing anything that they want in life. This whole like hair loss thing, right? And they don't need to surrender their own, I'm going to call it power, you know, their own confidence, their own resourcefulness. They don't need to surrender that over to this industry that is really just there because there's no cure, okay? It's really just there to sort of farm your insecurity for profit. And that will be the dividing point. That is the turn-off point for a lot of people. You know, some people will buy into that, and they'll be like, yeah, okay, please save me. Some guys, like myself, will be like, I don't need you to save me. I can save myself, okay? And I can save myself from this little insecure patch that I've been in with the hair loss, because that's totally normal. Not getting at anyone for that. I did the same thing. Let me bring you over here a little bit more. Okay, I did the same thing. Totally normal. But that will be the dividing thing. And then, you know, when bro sent me this and I thought like, oh, I'm so mad at this. But then I thought, actually, no, this is really good. This is a really good thing that I'm seeing here, because it will polarize men one way or the other. Okay, and I'm here for that. And I like that. And some of you, it won't be the majority. It won't be the majority. But some of you guys will see that. You'll be balding lads. You'll see that. And it will really fire you up to almost like rebel against this narrative that they're pushing there. That, don't forget what they're saying. They're like, you're going to feel sad, insecure, lonely and weird if you don't buy our product. Okay, if you don't. And it's like, nah, mate. No. Okay, and I hope that will actually be like a trigger for some of you, like it was for me. Okay, really quickly, back when I was struggling with all of this and I was looking at the options and all that, and there was that app, again, very similar to this Manly app, where you could Photoshop your own pictures, Photoshop your hair, your beard, whatever else you felt insecure about, to present this fake image to the world. And it was like, the message I was getting was, you're not actually good enough, bro. You need to change yourself in order to have the success that you want. But what they were selling to me wasn't anything that actually developed myself or changed me. It was just smoke and mirrors, right? It was just smoke and mirrors to keep deluding myself into thinking that I needed whatever they were selling me to feel good, to feel confident, to look good, and all the rest of it. And I was like, and that was a big turning point for me. I was like, absolutely not, mate. Absolutely not. I've got no need for any of that shite. Okay? And so, yeah, I wanted to share that with you. 'Cause initially, I was thinking, right, I'm really mad at this and I've got to say no. This company is really bad. But actually, this is a great thing. This is a great thing to be out there, because some of you won't just sleepwalk down that path of blindly surrendering your own strength, your own power, your own confidence over to these companies that sell you this like weird, I don't even know how to describe it, but you get what I mean, right? They're just selling you a bit of a dream that is so like playing into your current fears. But what you really want to work on, what you really need to work on developing is true self-esteem, true confidence in who you are, how you look, genuine self-confidence isn't a word. What's the genuine self-esteem? Okay. And a lot of that comes from handling this balding. Okay. When you truly overcome it, when you accept it for what it is, when you recognize that this balding won't hold you back from anything you want to do, totally normal, totally whatever. Okay, this isn't cope, this isn't delusion, this is life. Okay, sorry to tell all the insecure people that might see this that will hate on me saying that, but it's just the truth, bro. Okay, it's just the truth. Don't hate on it. If you've gone down a different path, crack on, mate. Hating on me and what we're doing here isn't going to make your situation any better. Okay, but anyway, I digress. Once you achieve that level, that self-esteem, okay, once you get that back to new levels, okay, higher levels, the highest it's probably ever been in your entire life because of the balding journey. Once you overcome this, you recognize in yourself just how resilient, resourceful, and truly confident you can be, okay? One, this of course never affects you again, never holds you back. And it is a journey, don't get me wrong, it's a journey, it can take time. That's what I'm here for. But this can never be taken away from you. Okay, and that's the important thing to remember here. There's no monthly subscription to this. Okay, there's no monthly payments. There's no routine that needs to be adopted for you to continue to have this. Once you develop this self-esteem, okay, from the balding journey, this can never ever be taken away from you. And that, I think, is where the true worth of going down the path of acceptance, okay, truly is. Okay, this is the goal. The self-esteem, the true confidence, okay, the path of accepting the balding, okay, that is the true prize, lads. That is the true prize, because once you develop that, like I said, that true confidence, it can never be compromised, okay, not through balding and whatnot anyway. Never be compromised, never be taken away from you. Okay, and that is where where true confidence comes. And once you achieve that, bro, sky's the limit. Okay, you just go on from strength to strength from there. Okay, so yeah, fun little video, little topic here that I thought I've got to talk about this. This is quite interesting. Definitely, it's going to divide an audience. It's going to divide. Okay, some people will be like, no, that is gospel, and others, that will be a wake-up call for you, seeing that, and you'll question, does this industry, do these companies like this or wherever really have your best interests at heart? Okay, what are they really doing here? Are they really saving you from all that fear, or are they simply farming your insecurity, okay, for extended profit? And at the end of it, what actually happens is your self-esteem goes down, your ability to believe in yourself, okay, and in what you're capable of actually goes down, okay, actually goes down, because you have submitted, you've surrendered your actual power over to a product or over to a company or whatever. When you develop this stuff for yourself, like I said, it can never be taken away. And that's what I'm here to help you do, okay? That was very much the pursuit of my own balding journey. I could say with confidence that I definitely got there. And it's why I'm so hell-bent on helping you do the same. It's actually great to see these things out there, because like I said, it's going to help. In the long run, it's going to turn you off and help a lot of you. A lot of you ones that deep down in your gut know that you can accept it. You know that you can handle it. It's just the fear, okay, at the moment, the fear, the uncertainty, all the rest of it has got you a little bit confused, but deep down you know you can accept it, okay? Get that self-esteem to where it should be, and all the results that come from that in business, money, dating, relationships, you just enjoying it, being the family man, you living the life you want. Okay, it all comes after that moment, and it's there, and it's very, very achievable for a lot more of you men than you think currently. Okay, so if you want help with that, of course, don't forget, you can go to baldcafe.com. You can work with me one-on-one there. You can read the book, The Power Shift. We've got the video course. It's all there to help you achieve this. Forget about balding. Reclaim that power that is truly yours, that you can truly have. Okay, I'm here for it. I'll see you there, and I'll see you in the next video.